pizza, and sweet desserts for the London and surrounding communities. We use only the freshest ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste with a vast selection of pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And you can't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're one of our beloved regulars stopping by for the usual, or enjoying our unbeatable happy hour for the first time, we're here to help you feel like part of the family. So come visit us right off exit 41 in London, Kentucky.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Manager Donovan Storm offers a full line of insurance products to cover your family and business needs. Kentucky Farm Bureau offers home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. The friendly staff is ready to assist you with any of your questions at 528-2030. Manager Donovan Storm and his staff are located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Call today for your free quote.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see.
Are you looking to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887 and let us make your yard and land look new again. Don't wait. Contact Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting for all your general construction, landscaping, and Christmas light installation needs.
Well, it's our favorite time of week. It's In the Huddle, presented by Martin's Peterbilt here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. And I am Ronnie Smith, joined by my buddy Mondo Sima. Mondo, the regular season is officially behind us. And we talked earlier, it's went by so fast. It's been amazing, but it's been a heck of a year.
Yeah, absolutely, my friend. Hey, man, this thing just flew by. I mean, really, I can remember week 1 as we're getting ready to prepare this thing. And now, a new season begins for these teams, and it's a clean slate for everybody. And anything can happen at this point going forward, my friend.
Yeah, let's take a look quickly at the scores for the week. Brought to you by Dixon's Law Office. And there was a full slate of games that happened. First off, Bell County continues to dominate after their loss to the first game of the season of North Laurel. They've now won 9 in a row, Mondo.
Yeah, and Harlan County, Ronnie, had been pretty hot coming into that game, but just shows the type of team that Coach Hilton has there in Bell County. And, yeah, you look for those guys to make a bigger run here.
Big win for Whitley County. They go on the road to Madison Southern and beat them 33-31.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, this is one I did not see happening. Anytime you go on the road, especially a place like, Mark Payne and Madison Southern there, I mean, he's got a good team there, but Willie showed up and they showed out and they got the job done.
Then Williamsburg continues to roll, 28-12 win against Perry Central.
I really like Coach Heron's Williamsburg team here. These guys, man, they put more points on the board, this week. And that Perry Central team, that's a good program over there. Those guys, they've got a good team there.
One of the most dominating games of the week, South Laurel welcomed Harlan, and they handled them 56-0.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we'll get into this a little later, but I picked South, in the first game of their playoffs. But Coach Hines has his team hitting on all cylinders. I've watched them play a few times this year already. And, Ronnie, they just seem like they just had a hard time putting a full game together. But you put 56 points on the board, you're putting a full game together right there, buddy.
Yeah, and Lynn Camp, so many injuries, and they dealt with so much, falls to Macquarie Central 44-8.
Yeah, that's a tough loss for Coach Hendricks there. But, McCreary County, don't take anything away from them. You can put 44 points on the board. I mean, you're doing things right. So
Corbin, big win. Pulaski County came to town. Everybody thought that would be a tough game, but Corbin never trailed and wins 28-12.
Yeah, Pulaski, they give Corbin a little fight there the first quarter or so. But, as we thought, Corbin, the more athletic team would pull it out in the end, and that's exactly what happened. I don't think either team wanted to show too much, Ronnie, going into the playoffs. But, hey, Cade Elam had he's over 8,000 yards now for the Red Hounds.
Yeah, Jackson County loses another one there. Bellevue, they're a pretty good team. Handled them pretty easy at 40-6.
Yeah, I thought, which I didn't know a whole lot about Bellevue, but I know Jackson County had been trending in the right direction. And, we talked to the coaches and stuff, a few weeks ago. But hate to see that for them. But, I mean, Bellevue may be a team makes a big run there.
And Knox Central, our buddy Wayne Mills, 53-14 against the Yellow Jackets of Middlesboro.
Well, that's a big win for Coach Mills and the Panthers there. You're putting 53 points on the board, Ronnie. You're doing a lot of good things. So, glad to see that for them and that program as they move forward.
We'll look at also Pineville. We skipped a game for purpose. We'll come back to it. Leslie County handles Pineville. They'd won their first game of the season, but they fall 35-6. And then Hazard shuts out Clay County. Clay County was red hot, Mondo. They've now lost 2 in a row.
Well, we got to watch that Hazard game there 2-3 weeks ago, and hey, Hazard's got a good program. They got a lot of big kids, and but just shows the type of team that they have going into that game against Clay County right there.
And we'll go back to the bottom score on the right. Wayne County 7-3 on the season. They were 7-2. Get a hold of North Laurel. Nobody picked North Laurel to win that game. Their defense rises. Their offense does what it needs to be. And North Laurel comes away with a 21-14 victory.
Yeah, great win right there for Coach Nelson. Those guys, they won the first 2 and then dropped, several in the middle of the season. And now they're back on the right track, it looks like, Ronnie. So anytime you go to Wayne County, that is a tremendous atmosphere over there. You've got everybody right around the the fence and just a really close knit atmosphere. And for the Jaguars to go over there and get that one is a big deal.
Yeah, so big win there, and we appreciate Dixon's law office. Dixon, they do a great job at sponsoring this game of the week, or all this information here, and that leads us to the team of the week. With that big win, it goes to the North Laurel Jaguars, pulling off the big upset.
Yeah, hey, absolutely. And it's what that does for them, Ron, is that sets them up going into the first game of the playoffs. And Coach Nelson's got that team back on track. And hey, look for that team to make a run here, Ronnie.
Yeah, and one of the reasons that they were able to win that big game against Wayne County was the defensive player of the week, Mr. John Miner. 14 big tackles, killing it. Winds up over 100 tackles for the season now, and he is a beast there for the Jaguars.
Well, you can just look at this graphic right here and tell what type of player he is. He is flying all over the football field. He's coming after you. And, hey, Ronnie, that kid has got over 100 tackles on the year. So he's doing something right there at that linebacker position for Coach Nelson.
Well, since we've been talking about him, and since, we've talked so much about North Laurel here, why don't we just bring Mr. Miner on to the show tonight? John Miner, thank you for taking the time to be with us tonight.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm gonna say first thing, you're gonna make our you're gonna make our all hair team. So you got that going on for
Thank you.
Hey, look at those pythons. Look at those
know.
pythons, man. I'm telling you. You got to flaunt it, John.
Thank you. I
But, hey,
appreciate
John,
it.
tell us a little about your season. You guys got that big win at Bell County, and then you dropped a few there in the middle of the season. Now you're right back on track. So tell us a little about, in your mind, in your words, how the season has gone so far for you.
So like you said, we started off good. We were ready for what we were doing. We prepared good. We had two really good teams that we ended up playing between Franklin County and Johnson Central. Johnson Central was a weird game with, all the stuff that was going on then. And that, that put us in a weird spot. And then we went into Southwestern. Wasn't a bad game, wasn't our greatest game. And, there's a little hiccup. Some things got moved around. Some players, didn't like how it was going. But eventually we got it back on track. And I can thank Coach Nelson and all the other coaches for that. They've done a great job in getting us back to where we need to be.
Well, you're exactly right. And, you've done a great job of getting back into the postseason here and into playoffs. So what's your mindset going forward? Where do you guys, just tell us a little bit about what you think. About your opponent. I know you guys probably watched some film on them today, but what's it look like for you?
We want to win. I said in an interview at the beginning of the season that we wanted to win, and it's that same mindset going into the playoffs. Our guys are ready. They're prepared for anything, and we're ready to work to go as far as we can.
Well, John, it's probably safe to say you're the leader, on the defense on this Jaguar team. So, who's been the biggest asset to you in helping you learn that defensive linebacker position? And you've got over 100 tackles on the year so far, so you're in on a lot of them. So, tell us a bit about reading the play and helped you to be able to do that.
Well, this will come to no surprise to the people that know me and that are watching. I got to shout out my coach Brandenburg. He's been so much of a help to me over the past few years. I didn't play much my freshman and sophomore year. I was on kickoff, but he showed belief in me, and he's been right by my side ever since. He's helped me, more ways than I could think. I can never thank him enough for what he's done for me.
Well, John, tell us about your future. What's it look like for you? You want to try to play football at the next level? And
Yes, sir. I'm still figuring that out right now. I've got a few that I'm talking to, but I'm still considering that for a sure choice.
Well, Ronnie, you can tell he's a tremendous looking athlete. He's got the hair going on. Probably got 15 girlfriends. So, kudos to him, man. He's a dude right there.
Yeah, John, we've talked about you all year, man. We've watched you, and we're all fans of you. And you just keep up the good work. God's got something special for you, young man, and He's blessed you with a lot of talent. And I know you're surrounded. Let's talk. Tell everybody a little bit about your defensive guys. Who's your dudes on the team that you like to get crazy with every Friday night on the field?
Well, I got to shout out one guy that I get crazy with about every play. His nickname is Will the Thrill. That's my buddy. And then, the rest of our D-line, we got a bunch of dogs. We got Kingston, we got Reese, and we got Zach Philpott. They do a lot for us. Our other linebackers, Brody and Bryson and Ethan Collier, they help me out a lot. They make it a lot easier for me to lead our defense. They take a lot of load off of me. And our secondary guys, they take care of it up above. I love our defense all around, and I'd go to war with them.
Man, that's awesome. Will the Thrill Walden. We know
Yes,
who
sir.
Will is. So, man, thanks for taking time to be with us. We wish you the best of luck and going to the playoffs. And, man, you're a senior. Just give it all you got, brother.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Hey, God bless you, fellas.
All right, you too. Have a good night.
You too.
That was John Miner, and you said it, Mondo. The kid is just unbelievable. Of course, North Laurel, the team of the week. John Meyer, it's presented by Advanced Technologies of Kentucky. He was our defensive player of the week, and I'm telling you, he is a beast right there, Mondo Simon.
Yeah, great kid, charismatic. I mean, he speaks well. He's got it going on, Ronnie. He's going to do something in life. You can tell right there, brother.
Yeah, well, let's get Coach Steve Nelson in here. Coach has been waiting patiently, and he got to see John there and hear what he had to say. Coach, congratulations, man. That was a big win for your program Friday night.
Thank you, fellas. I appreciate it. And I enjoyed watching John a lot. And like you all said, he is the leader of our team. And you all can see how well spoken he is and how great of a kid he is. And he's really done a good job helping us get back on track this season.
Well, Coach, we asked him, and you heard, but tell us a bit about in your words, what it took to get back on track and to be able to get to where you're on a high point right now going into the playoffs. So that's exactly where you need to be, no matter where the first part of the season was.
So we, like you all said, everybody's talking about, we start off 2-0. We're a young team. We don't have many seniors that are out there, leading us, but the ones that do, we're very thankful for. Chip and Will and John Miner and a few more of those guys. They do a good job, but started off hot and then played a great Franklin County team, and we played them well up until the fourth quarter. And then we had the weird week with everything going on, not being allowed to practice, and played a great Johnson Central team who ran belly at us, and we didn't have time to prepare. And, high school kids, that really got us out of whack. And, the kids we kind of moved some things around, started working on some stuff. And, the kids struggled a lot. And it was the same message every week I was preaching to them is, hey, guys, let's buy in. You all are better than this. We have this. And they finally bought in and, started listening. And I came in and changed some things on offense and, preached the hard-nosed mentality to them. And the kids bought in. And the last 2 weeks has really showed that. And I feel like we've looked better. We've played better. And I feel like going into the playoffs, we feel like a brand new team as we should feel. And I feel like we're hitting our stride at the right time. I feel like these guys have bought in. They love each other. It's a brotherhood. And they're going out there and we're practicing hard every day and preparing. And they are ready to make some noise in the playoffs. And I really believe in them. And I know they really believe in our coaching staff. And that's really what it's all about.
So, Coach, tell us, I know you don't want to reveal too much, but things staying the same going into playoffs, or how does that look? You got a little different game plan going on, or?
Well, we've done we kind of came in, and I don't care to reveal it because I'll tell anybody to win high school football games, you have to run the football. And we weren't doing a good job of that through the first 6-7 games of the season. And, as you all know, I played running back in high school. I said, this ain't going to work. We got to start running the ball. So I started taking the offensive line every day and didn't treat them too well. But I said, hey, we're going to learn. We practiced every blitz, everything learning. Gentlemen, they've responded very well the last 2 games. They've played their best 2 football games by far. And, I did the offensive stats. I just had me and my wife we just had our first child this week. So I've had a
Wow.
busy week. Yeah, we had our first little girl on Tuesday and got to bring her home Friday, and I had to go coach a football game. So I've been busy. But I had our offensive coordinator do the stats for us. And, Jude McCorder had 78 yards rushing on 15 carries, and Cooper Robinson had 102 on 17 carries. And that's what we want to see. And that's setting Jude and our receivers up. We didn't complete a pass Friday night, and we really didn't have to. And it's like, hey, going to the playoffs, we're going to run the football down people's throat. We're going to set up our play action off of that. And that's going to let Jude sit back in the pocket with no one near him and get those guys like Carter Kelly and Cam Anderson and Colton Gilbert and John Miner open. And these guys, they bought in and they understand. They go out there and are blocking for their teammates. And they bought into the mentality of it doesn't matter who gets the ball or who's scoring. We just want to win. And that's been the biggest difference the last 2 weeks for us.
Ronnie, I love that smash mouth mentality. And, Coach Nelson as a former running back. So he told you right there what they're going to do. So look out, guys.
Well, what I love about Coach Nelson is all year, anytime I've reached out to you, buddy, you promote your kids. You know how important it is. You see how times have changed. The kids get a lot more coverage now. We want to help them as much as possible. In the good times and the bad times, you're not going to win every game. What have you learned as a young coach, one of the youngest coaches in the region? What have you learned most this year?
I'll say this. I was very prepared coming into this. Chris Larkey, I love him to death. I talk to him every day. He had me prepared. He told me the first year it's going to be rough. We're built on discipline. We're going to have discipline. You guys are going to do what I want. You might not seem right all the time, and I love you all. I'm going to have fun, but we're going to be disciplined. And times they've been rough a couple times, but these kids have understood. Hey, we're better than what we've played. We still have time to save our season. We went into the Harlan game preaching that we're going to save our season and watch what'll happen. I said we're going to win this game, then we're going to go beat Wayne County, and they've seen that. And the thing I've learned the most is, everything can't go your way, but, the thing that's important is love these kids, teach them going there every day, teach these kids to follow God. God's the answer to everything. We go in there. These kids understand that. John Miner does a great job praying for the team after every practice every day, teaching these kids on the right path, and making them better men than what I got by the end of the season. They're going to be better men. And that's what my goal was coming into this. That's what these kids understand. That's what I tell them. I know all my players know that I truly do love them and they love me. And that's what makes my job so fun. And that's what I come home and tell my wife every day is, hey, that's some long nights, but I want you to understand what I'm doing. I love being around these kids. They love being around me. And it's just relationships that'll last the rest of their lives and my lives, I'm hoping.
I love it. I love it, Coach. And we wish you the best going in the tournament. Congratulations on your baby girl. And I know you realize how blessed you are. And really, whatever happens from here on forward, that's what it's all about, is family.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys and thank you so much. And go Jags.
All right.
Hey, man,
we'll talk to you.
For you. Go get it.
Yeah. Go get it, brother. All right. That was Coach Steve Nelson, man. He's just great. He's just a great guy, does a great thing. We are going to take a break and take a pause from football because my good friend David Halcomb is in the back and he's a little busy. He's kind of got a big game going on tomorrow night. So we've got to take a commercial break. As soon as we get back, we'll have Coach Halcomb. We're going to talk about the 13th region champion Whitley County Lady Colonels and the state tournament. You're listening to Martin's Peterbilt's presentation of the L4 Security Network, 13th Region Media Network in the
Looking
Huddle.
to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887 and let us make your yard and land look new again. Don't wait. Contact Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting for all your general construction, landscaping, and Christmas light installation needs.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Since 2009, Gondolier Italian Restaurant and Pizza has been locally owned and operated and has enjoyed sharing made-from-scratch Italian favorites, oven-fresh pizza, and sweet desserts for the London and surrounding communities. We use only the freshest ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste with a vast selection of pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And you can't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're one of our beloved regulars stopping by for the usual, or enjoying our unbeatable happy hour for the first time, we're here to help you feel like part of the family. So come visit us right off exit 41 in London, Kentucky.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Manager Donovan Storm offers a full line of insurance products to cover your family and business needs. Kentucky Farm Bureau offers home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. The friendly staff is ready to assist you with any of your questions at 528-2030. Manager Donovan Storm and his staff are located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Call today for your free quote.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
We are back here on In the Huddle, joined by my dear friend I love so much, Mr. David Halcomb. Coach Halcomb, I know you're busy. I appreciate you taking time, but, man, we just wanted to give your team a little bit more love for the phenomenal season that you've had. What a game at Harlan Independent against Corbin, and you guys deserve all the kudos, man. Your girls played their hearts out.
Yeah, I've done this a long time and really never been through a match, or I coached softball for many years and basketball too. Never been through a game, on that big a stage to go down to the wire like that one did. So it's just something great to be a part of. And our girls were resilient and just never quit. And they stayed focused on what they had to do and stayed together and was able to pull that win out.
You're exactly right, Coach. It didn't only go to the wire; it went past the wires. You guys went past that 15-point, threshold there. So, man, I was there in attendance. That game was amazing. I mean, I thought Corbin had opportunities in the fourth set, but you guys, stayed the course and, just continue to battle and fight, and just a great representative of you and your team.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, we basically got a pretty young group, and they just bought into what we wanted to do. And I think you alluded to that fourth set, we were down 15-20 at one point, and backs really against the wall. And then we had a couple really good plays and sort of changed the momentum up and switched it some. And our girls fed off that and were just able to make plays in clutch moments, and just all the credit to them. They just did a great job hanging in there. Early in the season, we probably would have laid down a little bit, but as we've grown and they've gotten some experience at the varsity level, they learned how to pull together and work as one. It was a beautiful thing to see from a coaching standpoint.
Well, you've won this thing 3 years in a row, Coach. Tell us a little bit about your secret and how you can mesh that, and get the job done here at the end of the season.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that. And it's been, every region championship that I've been a part of, that they're all unique in their own way, because you usually have different groups of girls. This year was just so unique in that we lost 9 seniors off last year's team. So last year we were sort of the favorite. This year, I think we were 3rd going into the season in the 13th region rankings, and when we took our hits early, but our girls stayed the course. So I guess, if I have a secret, it's just to be, and Coach Nelson, heck, he inspired me a few minutes ago, and I've never met him.
Man.
He's got it going on, and it's you pour your heart and soul into these kids, and you teach them how to be good individuals and teach them about godly things and that God loves them. And if you just pour your heart and soul into that, and you have to get in kids' head in a positive manner, and you have to believe in them sometimes before they believe in themselves. So if you're positive with them and you just make sure they know that you love them and that you believe they're capable of doing something great, they're going to believe it themselves. And that, I guess, if that was the secret, that would be me. My secret is ever since the spring, I just told them, we're going to win the region. We're going to count you out. People's got you ranked 3rd, but we have the talent to win the region again. We just need that experience throughout the season. And that's fortunately the way it worked out for us.
Coach, talk to us about your seniors a little bit. Kara Vance, I watched her play for a few years. You can tell she's a natural leader on the court. And, also Morgan Huddleston and would you have one more senior, I believe?
Addison Seiler.
Addison Seiler, that's right.
Yeah, those 3 young ladies have been in our program for 4 years. Addison was our only returner off of last year's team, and she was actually the 13th region MVP of last year's tournament. But those other 2 young ladies, Kira and Morgan, they've paid their dues, and I think they're epitome of someone just buying into our program and paying their dues at the JV level, knowing that they were going to get their opportunity sooner or later, and they made the most of those opportunities. And I give a lot of credit to Kira. She's played some of her best volleyball in the last couple of weeks of the season, and it was just really great to see that from her. And Addison's just been rock solid for us. I thought she's worthy of being the player of the year in the 13th region. Unfortunately, she didn't get it, but the young lady that did get it's very worthy as well. But just a solid group, and just been great leaders for our team this year.
Well, Coach, we all know it takes a team to be successful and do the things you've done, but one girl that has really caught my eye all year long, that's your number 24, Aubrey Clemens, sophomore. Tell us a little bit about her. And, she's got a lot of size there, long reach at the net. And I believe she's going to be a game changer as she learns the game a little more going forward.
Exactly. Yeah, we wouldn't be where we're at right now without Aubrey. And she's just really getting back acclimated to the game. She hadn't played for a couple of years. She had a really bad knee injury and had surgery and didn't get to play last year. So she's really come on the second half of the season, but she does present a lot of problems, and she played really, really well and a good blocker on the net. And she's starting to learn to run some offensive sets in our system, some misdirection stuff, and really starting to put the ball down. And she's gained a lot of confidence. So yeah, just being a sophomore, I think the sky's the limit for Aubrey, and we're really, really glad we got her back and she decided to join our team this year.
Well, Coach, as we get ready to turn this thing over to Ronnie, let him close it out. Tell us about your first opponent here. Have you got to watch any film on them? What do you know about them for the viewers out here listening?
Yeah, we actually their semifinals and finals of the region was broadcast there. We were able to watch those. They're a really good team, very solid. They've got 2 girls who I think they've had 1,300 kills as a team, and between those 2 girls, they've got 1,100 of them. One young lady by the name of Kylie Kenner, she was first team All-State last year as a freshman, and she had over 600 kills. So We know where the ball's going. We just got to do a really good job of defending those. They run them sometimes from the outside, and they'll run them into the middle. Got to do a good job of keeping up with those two girls and getting a block up and ready to play defense. But they're a very solid team defensively. So we're going to have to be ready to play. But like I say, they're going to have to be prepared to play us too. As on the flip side of that, we have Addison's got a little over 300 kills, but we got 4 other girls with over 100 kills. So our offense is a little more spread out, and I like that. But definitely a formidable opponent we got coming in here tomorrow night. But we're excited about it.
Yeah, Coach, that's a big thing, Mondo, to think about. I don't know, Coach Alcom. Is it normal to have a home game in the Sweet 16? I mean, that's awesome to be able to get the first crown there.
KHSAA started maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know why. I like it in some aspects, but in other aspects I don't, because I think that going to a Sweet 16 at one venue is a really special thing for the kids. But for schools in this area of the state too, it guarantees you that you don't draw an assumption or Notre Dame right off the bat. As you get to play a 14th or a 15th region team, so your chances of being competitive in that first round are pretty good. And that the same thing worked out last 2 years for us with getting Wolfe County. We had to travel both those years, but it was a good opponent for us. But it is really, really neat. Our AD's done a great job, and Mr. Seiler just really pouring the time and effort into this, being able to host a first round of the state tournament. So it's really, really cool.
Yeah, Mondo, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off a minute, brother.
No, you're good. I was just going. Coach Halcom's a legend. Has done a tremendous job there, with this program. And I've watched it for a long time now, probably, 8 or 10 years. My daughter played there for a while, and then, my stepdaughter played. So just, really appreciate what you do. I've watched you from far. I see you have a good staff, on the bench with you. And, man, that's what it takes to do what you've done and being successful as you are.
I appreciate those comments. I really do. Yeah, and of course I'm not with other programs, but our culture, our team culture I really feel like second to none. These girls really do love each other, and we go out of our way to take care of one another. And you mentioned my staff. I feel like that, we've just got a great coaching staff with Heather Smith and Caitlin Decker and Michaela McCoy, and just very, very knowledgeable about the game. But we all bring different aspects to our team. And things to it to help our girls reach their potential. But yeah, I've got a great coaching staff, and a lot of the credit or anything done, I have to give them credit for it.
Well, thanks for being with us tonight, Coach. I love you, buddy. Love your family. So proud of you and how God's, did so many wonderful things for you. We invite the 13th region. Hey, we're all Whitley County fans now for volleyball. Tomorrow night, Monday night, Paintsville comes to town. What time's that game going to start, Coach?
Be a 6 o'clock start. Gates are open at 5. All tickets have to be purchased on the Go Fan site. There'll be no ticket sales at the door. But I'm expecting a really, really huge crowd here tomorrow night. I know they're bringing a couple pet buses, and it's going to be another outstanding atmosphere. We'll do the best we can to win in advance and hopefully go to GRC on Friday.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Hey, thank you, guys. God bless you.
Good luck, Coach.
Hey, thank
you. All right. Just a great guy, Coach David Halcom. Can't say enough about him. Mondo, I've known him since I was in school, since my freshman year in high school. I love him, love his wife, love his family. He does a wonderful job. And, obviously you have a stepdaughter that plays. You would love to be playing there. But to lose the way that they lost, hey, nobody can complain. All the guts and glory was laid on that court. And it was one of the best games I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was a tremendous game. I mean, everybody, like you said, gave it all they had. And, just in the end, Whitley County just prevailed. So, but they've prevailed for a while now. So he's got it going on.
And we don't want to go without talking about our soccer programs. OBI and North Laurel, the girls, North Laurel, the boys of OBI, both made it to the state Final Four. They both lost their games, but they had phenomenal seasons. So we want to congratulate them on great seasons. So we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll look at our pick'ems and we'll look at our weekly awards that we hadn't mentioned yet here on the Martins Peterbilt 13th Region Media Network here by L4 Security. We appreciate all our sponsors, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Are you looking to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887 and let us make your yard and land look new again. Don't wait. Contact Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting for all your general construction, landscaping, and Christmas light installation needs.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Since 2009, Gondolier Italian Restaurant and Pizza has been locally owned and operated and has enjoyed sharing made-from-scratch Italian favorites, oven-fresh pizza, and sweet desserts for the London and surrounding communities. We use only the freshest ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste with a vast selection of pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And you can't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're one of our beloved regulars stopping by for the usual, or enjoying our unbeatable happy hour for the first time, we're here to help you feel like part of the family. So come visit us right off exit 41 in London, Kentucky.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Manager Donovan Storm offers a full line of insurance products to cover your family and business needs. Kentucky Farm Bureau offers home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. The friendly staff is ready to assist you with any of your questions at 528-2030. Manager Donovan Storm and his staff are located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Call today for your free quote.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
We are back here on In the Huddle. Been a great show so far tonight, Mondo Sima. We've went through the scoreboard a little bit early when we showed you all the scores and all the winners. We've actually already presented the Team of the Week brought to you by American Cable, which was North Laurel. The Defensive Player of the Week, Mr. John Miner, had a great interview for him. And now let's talk about the running back of the week, brought to you by Scott Lisenby, attorney at law over in Harlan, goes to Whitley County's own Mr. D. Parker.
Well, Ronnie, my man D Parker, that offense goes through D Parker. They've set that whole scheme up around him. And the reason I say that, the kid had 36 carries, over 300 yards, and 4 touchdowns, Ronnie.
Wow.
Now, he did have one. Yes, sir. Those are like PlayStation type numbers. He did have one reception for 32 yards. He also contributes on the defensive side of the ball with 9 total tackles, and 6 of those being solo. So D. Parker's a stud. He's a asset to the 13th region, and the kid's probably going to play at the next level if he chooses to.
Yeah, so congratulations, D. Parker, the Scott Lisenby attorney at law, running back of the week. Now let's go on to the Gondoliers wide receiver of the week. No other than Mr. Zach Thomas from South Laurel.
Zach Thomas has been getting it done for Coach Hines, and he's been a big contributor for Mason Griffin there at the quarterback. But Thomas had 6 receptions for 119 yards, Ronnie, with 1 touchdown. He also had 2 rushes for 31 yards in that 56-0 slaughter this past weekend.
Well, that was putting it nicely. So, Gondoliers, receiver of the week. Congratulations, Zach Thomas from South Laurel. We'll move on to the quarterback of the week, brought to you by our good friends at Bubby's Barbecue. No other than Mason Griffin from South Laurel. He had a big week as well.
Well, if you're putting 56 points on the board, the quarterback probably more times than not is going to be the player of the week. And Mason threw the ball around the yard. Not only did our man Zach Thomas get the receiver of the week, but he had 3 other receivers, Ronnie, that caught touchdown passes. So 4 total receivers caught touchdowns for Mason. He was 15-18 with 275 yards. In that big win, Griffin's right at 2,000 yards, Ron. He's getting ready to surpass that here in this next game. So big game for him. We've talked all year. He's going to relish in Coach Hines' offensive system there at South Laurel.
Well, congratulations to the Bubby's Barbecue quarterback of the week. Not only was he the quarterback of the week, but Mr. Mason Griffin gets the 13th region Martin's Peterbilt player of the week, brought to you by Heron Family Dentistry. The folks there at Heron Family Dentistry, with those numbers that Mondo mentioned earlier, Mason is clicking in all cylinders. He's a competitor, and he's ready for the playoffs.
Exactly. 275 yards, we stated, 4 touchdowns, 4 different receivers, 15 of 18. What is that, like 80-some%, Ronnie? I mean, 83, 84%. So kid was phenomenal, deserves all the accolades he's getting. And, hey, I got South to pick to win this next game here in the playoffs.
So we'll go on and look at our watch list, Mondo. You look at that watch list right there. That's brought to you also by Heron Family Dentistry. We appreciate Heron Family Dentistry. You can look at the guys that's on this list, and Blake Burnett and all these other ones that you could see there that's with him. Hayden Dameron from Bell County, as far Blake Burnett, and also Caleb Miller. They've got 3 that are on that list now because they've had phenomenal season. You've got Cade Ingram and Cam Estep from Corbin. You've got Nate Gooden, unbelievable player from Williamsburg. Mason Griffin, we just talked about. You've got John Miner that we talked about tonight. Noah Smith from South, and D. Parker from Whitley County. Mondo Sima, any one of these players on any given night is an all-star. And I'm telling you, it's going to be tough shenanigans trying to figure out who's going to be the player of the year in the 13th region. Then you can't forget DJ Wren, and he's had to shoulder so much of a load there for Lindcamp. What do you think about this list, my friend?
I think it's a tremendous list, and it's good to see some new kids on there that are showing out here in the later part of the season. And man, it's just an incentive to show up and lace them up and strap it up tight every Friday night, because you never know when you're going to get the opportunity. You got to relish in that. And you can see some things happening here with this list, Ronnie.
So that's brought to you by Heron Family Dentistry. Now, let's go to our top 10. Brought to you by Beard and Blevins, attorney at law. You can look there at number 10. Harlan is there. Then Middlesboro, Knox Central at 8, Whitley at 7. Clay County drops to 6. North Laurel up to 5. South Laurel solid in that 4 slot, Mondo. But you have to admit, the top 3 teams in our region, all of them only with 1 loss, in Williamsburg at 3, Bell County at 2, and Corbin at 1.
Yeah, absolutely. There's going to be, I think, Ronnie, 6 or 7 teams on this list right here that win the first game of their playoffs. It's going to show how strong the 13th region is here in the football world.
Yeah, so congratulations. That's a Beard and Blevins attorney at law. That is the top 10 in the 13th region. We'll go on to our pick'ems. That's brought to you by Dixon Law Office. And you know what, Mondo? We've got our scrolling down there on the bottom. I'll take that banner off just for a moment so people can see. We have quite a race going on here. 3-way tie for first. I'm only a game out. You're just a couple out. Poor Darren Spencer. He's probably lost for the season. But there's some big games this week. You could talk about Madison Southern and South Laurel in that first game.
Yeah, absolutely. Madison Southern, Mark Payne, Corbin guy at the helm there, and tremendous coach. But I think the way South is right now, Ronnie, they're rolling on all cylinders. They go and they pull this thing out.
Montgomery and North. After that interview with Coach Nelson, I don't think I would ever want to vote against North there. But 4 of us did, and 2 of us didn't. But that's going to be a heck of a game against Montgomery County.
Absolutely. Montgomery's got a great program, but hey, North Laurel is hitting on all cylinders right now, and I think they're getting ready to make some noise.
Paintsville and Middlesboro, you and Ronnie Boland have upsets. Everybody else has Paintsville, and that should be a good game. Corbin plays Russell. They'll be hosting them. So the Corbin game, the Williamsburg game, everybody's picking Williamsburg against Lincamp with all their injuries. And then Whitley County, Wayne County. That's going to be a tough matchup. We're all kind of divided there, followed by Clay County and the Bulldogs from Lawrence County. You were the only one picking Clay County there. And I'm just excited, Mondo. It's going to be a great week of the first round of the playoffs.
It's going to be a tremendous week, and it's sports. Somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. We hate to see any of our 13th region teams lose, but inevitably it's going to happen, Ronnie. So, but we're going to pull for them, and I think some things are going to happen, that may not be expected.
So the Dixon's Law Office Pick'ems, that's this week. I want to tell you all about one more thing. You can lock in your good luck ads, cheerleaders, players, participants for the playoffs for $25. We'll be rolling them out. We've already had several of those ads. Get a hold of Les Dixon or Darren Spencer. Take advantage of that here this week. And let's give some more love to these 13th region teams. At the end of the day, Mondo Sama, we find ourselves coming. It's going to be the end of the season for some of our teams this week. We say goodbye to soccer. There's only one volleyball team left out of the boys and girls soccer. No one's left. And after this week, we could very well say goodbye to some other teams here in the 13th region. And it's do or die from here on out.
Yeah, all the cards are on the table. It's for all the marbles going forward. And, some of these seniors may be playing their last game this week. But, hopefully that all of our teams have a good showing and they all put their best foot forward and are able to perform to the best of their ability.
I appreciate you picking up the slack for your old buddy tonight in my old raspy voice, coaching elementary basketball, doing the PA, preaching today. There ain't much left in the tank. Buddy, you bailed me out big time.
Well, I'd do anything for you, that. But get that voice box fixed because it's one of the best around here, I promise you.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Mondo, it's been a great week. We appreciate all our sponsors. We'll come back next week and talk about the week. It's going to be a good week. People need to come down to Whitley County tomorrow night. State tournament in volleyball is at Whitley County.
Hey, that's a big game. I mean, they, the way Whitley's playing right now, they can easily win that one and get into the Elite Eight. And, I love for Coach Halcomb to get that done down there. So I'm probably going to make the trip myself just because I love watching volleyball, man. It's just so fun. It's energetic. The girls get after it, and, we need to support them the best we can.
All right. So you've been listening to the Martin's Peterbilt presentation of the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network in the Huddle. For Mondo Simon, Ronnie Smith, thanking you for being with us. We'll give our sponsors a little more love, and we'll be back to see you next week.
Are you looking to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887 and let us make your yard and land look new again. Don't wait. Contact Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting for all your general construction, landscaping, and Christmas light installation needs.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Since 2009, Gondolier Italian Restaurant and Pizza has been locally owned and operated and has enjoyed sharing made-from-scratch Italian favorites, oven-fresh pizza, and sweet desserts for the London and surrounding communities. We use only the freshest ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste with a vast selection of pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And you can't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're one of our beloved regulars stopping by for the usual, or enjoying our unbeatable happy hour for the first time, we're here to help you feel like part of the family. So come visit us right off exit 41 in London, Kentucky.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Manager Donovan Storm offers a full line of insurance products to cover your family and business needs. Kentucky Farm Bureau offers home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. The friendly staff is ready to assist you with any of your questions at 528-2030. Manager Donovan Storm and his staff are located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Call today for your free quote.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.